Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avataravarishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. The musician was singing the song of awakening the spiritual energy which has made the jiva appear in this world, what is called Kundalini. From the Mooladhara, from the lowest plexus, the Mooladhara, it has to go to the Sahasrara, the pure spiritual existence. It has come down through various levels of Srishti, creation. Akasha, Akashad, Vayu, Vayu, Agni, Agni, Apa, Prithvi. Up to the material level, the jiva has appeared with the last physical bodily existence. It has to go back to its spiritual existence. All the layers of existence are the gateway are within this bodily existence. They are called the chakras. The Shad chakras are there. Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agnya, and then Sahasrara, the last one. The descendants of jiva through various layers to the last bodily existence of material existence, it goes back. Actually, the jiva tattva is at the base and Shiva tattva is at the top. The whole system, the bodily system is so designed that at every level the jivatman can experience a different level of consciousness. We pass through only 3 layers of consciousness. Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti. After that, after the Nabhi, we don't enter into anywhere. The first experience would be at the heart level, the Vayu Tattva. And we see here the first spiritual experience the jiva gets because it is leaving the 3 layers of Jiva Tattva and entering into Prakriti Tattva, then Shiva Tattva. Prakriti Tattva is pervaded by completely pervaded. Both the chakras are pervaded by the Shiva concept. It is like a shadow under a tree, or like a light at the dawn before the sun rises. How the light exists of the sun is not seen, yet the light exists at the dawn. Like that, the Chaitanya of the Absolute exists at the Prakriti level. Below that there is darkness. The jiva's only its own light. It is like the dark night Amavasya and a lamp a person is carrying. It can light its own surrounding. It cannot light the earth. It cannot light the sky. When sun rises, it lights. The sun is here. The jiva has its own little consciousness with which it can live. With that light, it has to find the path back to the source. It passes through various good and bad experiences, pain and suffering, joys and pleasures. All these experiences, finally, it makes it to slowly evolve to higher levels of consciousness because it gets fed up. Oh, nothing is really there. Whatever is there, whatever I catch, whatever I hold, it will be cause of suffering and bondage. Through experience it understands, oh, I have to go beyond this nature. Nature is manifestation of the Chit Shakti, the Prakriti, for the sake of Jiva at individual level and at the cosmic level also. The individual level alone we are finding here, and then the Jiva has to go back. Here is the infinite existence. This is the doorway to the infinite ultimate existence. From here also he can go at the heart also, through another channel, the heart, the love of God. Same, through the Saguna Sakara he enters the ocean of Satchidananda. Here through Nirguna Nirakara he enters the Shiva and Jiva. Jiva is a lamp small holding. Shiva is infinite eternal existence. But Jiva cannot experience itself unless it travels there. It is passing through only 3 layers, Muladhara, Swadhisthana and Manipura, every day passing through these three states of existence, Jagra, Swapna, Shushupti. And higher, when he travels to the higher levels of consciousness, from the Hridaya onwards, heart onwards, the actual process in Advaitic sadhana is to slowly merge the lower centers into as the direct experience, not the nature taking through the Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti in the sleep. Its own efforts when it starts rising from Mooladhara to Swadhisthana. The base existence at the bottom, the Prithvi Tattva, the whole Tattva folds up itself and dissolves in the Jala Tattva. As we go to higher, the Jala Tattva folds itself and merges in the Agni Tattva. Agni Tattva folds as we go to the Vayu Tattva in the heart, and then the Akasha Tattva. Then it merges in the pure power Shakti, the Divine Mother, independent of the whole creation and Jivas. And that Shakti finally merges in the, along with the Jiva, merges in the Absolute. So each one is a level of consciousness where a new world of higher reality, higher truth, higher joy, higher freedom is Jiva experience. It is moving towards infinity like a funnel. You are entering a funnel which is going to open into the infinity. When you come down, you come to the bottommost point of the funnel at the Mooladhara. Little lamp light is there. Here infinite eternal existence is there. So this Shiva merges in Shiva. When we say Shiva, the term Shiva has 2 aspects. One is the personal aspect, one is the impersonal aspect. Every Devata in our Hindu tradition or Hindu religion or Hindu spiritual heritage, we see every Jiva, a life is there, existence is there. There are 2 aspects, the spiritual aspect and the bodily aspect, material aspect. I am there, I have my spiritual existence and bodily existence. The spiritual existence is Shiva always, the pure infinite, and the bodily existence. Shiva, the Devata, when we consider Shiva as the one who folds up the whole universe back to its causal form, takes it to the causal form, the Maheshwara aspect of the Shiva is entirely different. Shiva as Devata, whom the Shaivites worship, is a Saguna Sakara aspect of its own Nirguna Nirakara aspect, which is the absolute existence. So Shiva, in his own glory and his own bliss, when he is merging, is Atma Krida, Atma Ratihi. The world is He is not perceiving the world. He is in his own bliss absolute. That Shiva is the absolute existence. The Jiva merges in, the Shiva refers to the absolute existence. My Atma Jnana, when I get, I am the infinite existence. Like that Shiva is the infinite existence. Now I am in the Jiva level. I can go to the Shiva level of infinite existence. Jiva and Shiva. The lowest manifestation of consciousness coming to the gross material level is Jiva. When it reverses back and merges in the absolute, it becomes the Shiva Tattva. So the Shiva, mighty Shiva, when the term is used, it is the impersonal absolute. So here we see, rise, fulfill the secret function. Secret function is to take the Jiva back to the source. Mother, rise to the 1,000-petal lotus within the head. At the crown of the existence, there is the 10th door to reach the absolute, where mighty Shiva has his dwelling. The infinite has its dwelling in the sense it is the gate that opens into the infinite. We merge in the Advaitic sadhana, we merge each layer by layer back into its source. The Prithvi Tattva merges in Jala Tattva, Jala Tattva in Agni Tattva, Agni Tattva in the Vayu Tattva, Vayu Tattva in the Akasha Tattva, and Akasha in the absolute existence. In this one, Jiva and Shakti alone climb. The individual consciousness is dragged as if a power is dragging it. As it drags, it goes on expanding and merges in the infinite. This is Kundalini Yoga, that is Advaitic Yoga. So where mighty Shiva has his dwelling, swiftly pierce the 6 lotuses. That is the 6 lotuses. There it is winding back. In Advaita, it is winding back to the source. As we go, it gets winded up. Here, the whole nature is left to itself. Only Jiva is climbing by the power of the source by which it came down. The same power is taking it back to the infinite level by raising it goes on expanding its consciousness. The material aspect or the creation aspect or the evolutes, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, nothing is perceived by the Jiva. Only expansion of consciousness. Just like when it came to the bodily level, how it descended and everything was getting joined up. Like that, it is dropping away and going. It is not merging back as in Advaita. Swiftly pierce, that's why it says swiftly pierce through the 6 lotuses. Lotus is level of consciousness. It is passing through like light passing through the glass. The energy taking the Jiva, it just escalates itself to the infinite existence. Take away my grief. O essence of consciousness, Chaitanya. Chaitanya, essence of Chaitanya, Chetana. And grief is the moment we see any duality, slightest sign of duality creates fear and then this grief. Dukkha and fear, bhaya, are experienced when there is a duality. When there is no duality, then one exists without a second. There is neither fear nor grief. When you merge in yourself, when the river merges in the ocean, there is neither fear. What to fear? It alone exists. Whom to fear for? What is it lacking when it is Purna, complete in itself. It doesn't lack anything. It's Ananda Sagara. It is ocean of peace, love, bliss, absolute. So grief, end my grief, take away my grief. Grief is remaining separate from the rest of the existence, the absolute, from the God, from Divine Mother. I am separate. Then there is grief, there is fear. And when we merge back, there is freedom from grief and freedom from fear. Master, this song speaks of the Kundalinis passing through 6 centers. God is both within and without. God is everywhere. The bodily existence, just identification with the body, is making inner and outer. The moment this dissociation happens from the body, there is neither inner or outer. When a pot becomes transparent, there is no more inner is seen outside, outside is seen inner. But there is a barrier. There is a limitation, but it is transparent. It is like Jivan Mukta Avastha. You can see the inner and outer becoming one. This song speaks of Kundalini passing through the 6 centers. God is both within and without. From within, He creates various states of mind. After passing through the 6 centers, Jiva goes beyond the realm of Maya and becomes united with the Supreme Soul. This is the vision of God. Now, you see, inside, God is there creating various. Now, it is something like electricity. At all levels, from the causal state to the gross, the hardware, software, and the memory unit or the hard disk, all are connected by one power. Deep within, it is managing all only external. The hardware also, the same electricity is working and making it function. Same electricity is functioning inside the computer to activate and make the software work. Similarly, at the causal level, at every level, the same electricity is making work. This electricity which is making it work, there are different layers. Mind is also governed by the same power, the Chaitanya, the same Chit Shakti is making the inner. God is conscious power within. It's making the various states of mind. From within, He creates various states of mind. After passing through, now the Jiva, the Vasana creating the tendencies by past experiences, they also create various states of mind. So Vasanas also create various states of mind. I have acquired some tendencies. My karmic load is there to experience Sukha Dukkha. They also create so many types of variations in the mind. I desire for something. I want to go somewhere. All these are created by my vasanas as well as my experiences, the karmic load. I have to experience some joy and I have to experience some dukkha. So various items I desire for. Desiring, I get. The vasanas is desiring with every karmic fruit. There is a vasana coming up, making the arrangements to experience Sukha Dukkha. So this is done by vasana, some are done by. When it comes to the evolution of jiva, the jivas, when it is experiencing Sukha Dukkha, these states of mind are created by nature, Prakriti. It is God's participation need not be there. The moment, the day you think of others as suffering, you want to help others, you want to serve others, the nature enters into your life. First time, because you are doing nature's work. You want to realize God, the thought when it comes, however bad you are, however sinful your body and mind is, it is immaterial. The day a thought comes, I have to realize God, I have to get out of all these bondages and suffering forever. The moment it comes, the divine, the Kripa Kataksha of the Lord falls on that jiva. Now internal states of mind are created. Some are created by nature, some are created by God Himself. Otherwise, generally, through the law, God is working. Through the nature, God is working. It's a law of mind. Mind is created in such a way it works like that. And who did it? God has done it. So the whole law and whole organized functioning, everything is happening under the Lord's lordship. Nature is accomplishing everything. Apart from this is naturally happening everything. But when sadhaka wants to do sadhana, because he has 6 chakras he is going to pass through. Now, when it comes to the sadhana, 2 aspects of our sadhana: to constantly love and serve this world of so many jivas. Other is to do spiritual practices for my own evolution. Atmano mokshartham jagatitaya. 2 aspects of our sadhana, the obverse and reverse of the same coin. You cannot escape from anything. Now, this makes the nature and God enter into your life and make the arrangements to. Now, here when Sri Ramakrishna says he creates various states of mind, after passing through the 6 centers, jiva goes beyond the realm of Maya. Now, this is impossible task for a jiva. It doesn't even know what God is. To aspire for God and transcend one by one layer, only longing, and longing comes by the grace of God. So the whole thing, one is plan of nature, is evolution of jiva. But jiva must aspire. He must be ready to leave this and come away. He may be aspiring, but if he doesn't leave this hold on the world, he cannot go. He has to let go the rope so that he evolves further into the infinite eternal existence. So here comes the divine and nature directly working upon the functioning of the jiva. And jiva goes beyond the realm of Maya and becomes united with the Supreme Soul. Supreme Soul is cosmic consciousness. When the term soul is used, otherwise it is absolute existence. Absolute existence, now the pot has lost its pothood. It has become one with the room hood. Then the individual soul has merged in the cosmic soul, the super soul. Then the soul, independent of these two, is the absolute existence with which the Supreme Soul is ever in union and is aware of its being one with the Absolute. We are Chaitanya Swarupa, but we are not aware of we are one with the I am Chaitanya Swarupa. I understand, I infer, but I do not experience because my ignorance is covering that knowledge. But Ishvara is Sarvajnatva. Nothing can veil his knowledge. He is aware of the whole universe, all beings, where they are, how they are going, what is their source, what is their karma, where they are, how they are going, everything regarding jiva, creation, various states of existence, all this he knows of the whole universe, Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya. And he knows the absolute behind. He is just taking care of the universe. So he knows the behind and the front, Sarvajñatva. So here, that Supreme Soul, you become one with. One cannot see God unless Maya steps aside from the door. The Divine Mother has to open the door of perfection. And this is what we see. The sadhaka struggling to leave to go beyond nature. The last, the door is opened by the Divine Mother. And she lets the soul go into the infinite, eternal existence. It is like the hall, there is a door to go out. A bird is flying here, there, struggling to go out. It sees light, it wants to go away. It goes and hits the glass, it cannot go. It struggles. Somebody comes and opens the door. Immediately it flies away. This flying away is the mukti. One cannot see God unless Maya steps aside from the door. She is covering the door as door. Rama, Lakshmana, Sita were walking together. Rama was in front. Sita walked in the middle and Lakshmana followed them. But Lakshmana could not see Rama because Sita was in between them. In the like manner, man cannot see God because Maya is in between to Manimallik. But Maya steps aside from the door when God shows His grace to the devotee. When the visitor stands before the doorkeeper says to the master, "Sir, command us, we shall let him pass." The Maya has to step aside. She has to move and leave the door open for the jiva to go. That is aside. Sometimes the Sita has to move to the side, and then Lakshmana would see the Rama's existence in front. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.